Hey guys, welcome to Timo Graphix.
Today's video I'll be showing you how to create this glossy text effect in CorelDraw with the contour tool, and text effect actually effective to give your designs the 3D feel. So without any further ado, let's get to work. So we just create, I'll be using a 1920 by 1080 pixel for the size of my canvas. So just pick the text tool and put any text of your choice. So I'll be using the word king. Choose any font of your choice. I'll be using the font St. Louis. Okay, when you choose your font, just make it sizable for yourself. Then the next thing we are going to do is give it the color. I'll get a fountain fill, click and drag over the text, and I'll get another shade. Okay, so I'm cool with this. So this time we're going to use the contour tool. Contour tool is the second tool when you click on this flyout. Alright, and on the property bar you have the outside contour. So we're going to be using the outside contour. And you're going to this, you can choose whatever contour offset that suits you. Okay, so I can leave this at 30, this at 32. Okay, so now right click and break this contour apart, and we are going to choose this shade of gold. Right, and I'm also going to apply a fountain fill, interactive fill. We press the letter G to get that. Just click and drag, and you can select another shade of gold on it. Okay, so now we're going to apply an outline on this, an outline on the contour. Give it a thickness of 4, say let's do 8. Okay, now I want to give this contour its own feel. See, this is separate. So I want to separate this outline from this. So I'll right click and I'll use the shortcut Ctrl Shift plus Q. Ctrl Shift plus Q will help you to break out the outline. That way you can treat it as a fill. Okay. So now I'll apply the gradient on it, and I'll select any of this shade. So just to give it that nice feel, if you double click on the line of the gradient, you can add nodes. These nodes you can fill them in with different colors. So we're going to use this lighter one to just create that effect of light on this guy. Can get other shades, just the same thing. You can see how this works out easily. So you just have different shade of colors on this to drop, make highlights in different areas. Okay, double click to add. I'm okay with this, so I have one more there. So the next thing we're going to do right now is to apply the gloss effect. So to do that on the king, so select this text, the king, and you can duplicate it, or you copy and paste, Ctrl V. Why I did that is because I want the effect I want to apply on it is the emboss effect. Go to effects, texture, plastic. That actually changes, so you can see how that turns out nicely. You have that glossy effect. Okay, so you can adjust this to any angle of your choice. You can see the highlight. I can just move this around so you see the softness of the light. You just play around with it until you get your desired feel. So you can see if I want more light, okay, you see, it just gives it that glossy effect, but I don't want the light to be so much. I just need it at the edge. And the direction of the light, you can see you can change the direction of the light. You can choose where the light is coming from. Okay, so we have this up here. Okay, you can as well decide what color of light you want to use. Okay, but this time I want this to be white. So when you're done, note that as you can see, I'm previewing. If this is unchecked, you will not be seeing what you're working on. So you check your preview while you're making the settings. Even the depth can be adjusted. Okay, so but I need that soft feel. I need that soft feel on the edge. I don't need so much depth. Okay, so this is it. We'll leave this at say 4. I'm okay with 4 or 5. Click OK. So this is it. Very nice and simple. So to further add, you can see why I duplicated the text. So if I take this off, you can see I still have a main text. The reason is so that most times if I have an adjustment to make, the plastic effect is actually a lossless effect. You cannot reverse it if you are using a lower version. More importantly, I'm using 2021, so you can see I can edit this and still remains. But if you're using a lower version than 2021, you might not have that enabled. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I hold alternate and click. I need to select the text behind. Okay, I press my plus key just to duplicate it, give it a feel of white, just give it a nudge, the arrow up a little. You can see how that turns out. Very nice feel. Okay, so what else are we missing here? Everything nice and cool, and going to add, to give it more depth, I'm just going to add another shadow on this. Okay, reduce the shadow feathering, and you can choose to increase our shadow opacity. Let's say 40. That's looking a bit pale. Okay, and reduce this a little more. I hope this is making sense for you. If you don't grab, you can just replay and watch it over and over again. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section below. I'll be there to attend to it. So this is how I come about this effect. I can as well, we have so much going on below here. I can break this shadow apart, and power clip it within this. Okay, another thing I can do, you can see this is a bit distracting. I can choose to delete this and also delete this, so I just have this nice with less distraction. Okay, we'll have this with less distraction, so this is much more simpler.